Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning and
Well-
good evening in Asia.
In Singapore.
Yeah, Singapore.
Yeah. Well, it's partly cloudy here. Not too bad. Anyway, this morning, we are very much privileged to have James and Jackie Chia with us. They are in Singapore right now. And well, let's get started. Let me ask you, James, what's your background? Tell us something about yourself. Oh, before I do that, you guys been TE or presidential director or whatever, 10 years, right? 10 times.
Yep.
And also COE 1.
Yep.
And you've been to Malawi too, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? Okay. Well, maybe we can talk about that later. Okay. All right, James, go ahead. Tell us tell all about yourself.
Okay, so I grew up in Singapore. After high school, all the males, they have to do 2.5 years of national service. So I spent 2.5 years of national service in the army.
Wow.
I liked it so much. I actually wanted to make it my career, but I thought I'd better go and get a degree in case something went wrong in the army. You know, I forgot to salute someone or something. So I went to New Zealand to study civil engineering. And that's where I met Jackie. Jackie's from Malaysia. Okay.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's where. And then, you know, she went back after she graduated. I stayed on to do my PhD. And then we got married and she came back and supported me while I finished my PhD. Okay. So I came back to Singapore and then I worked in construction as a civil engineer. So I, you know, built the MRT, the mass rapid transit, built buildings, I even built a golf course.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I had my own small design company, you know, on the side. So I was doing design and construction as a contractor. And I remember at age 40, I hadn't been on leave for 5 years. I hadn't been on leave for 5 years. So because when you're on construction, you're always chasing deadlines and all that. So I remember I was bored. I was looking for a challenge. So I tossed it all in and I went to sell life insurance. Yeah.
That's quite a change.
Wow. Okay.
So I remember when my my mother found out I was selling life insurance, she wept. You know, she said how shameful, you know, her eldest son selling life insurance. You know, that was the reputation that insurance people had at that time. So I went back to school. I did a master's in applied finance. I got my CFA and, you know, certified financial planner qualifications. And I went on to do actually quite well in the industry. So that was 40 when I made that change. When I was about 47, okay, in 2001, Nu Skin came into the scene because Nu Skin, I think it's the 33rd country that opened, that Nu Skin opened. So that's how I got involved with Nu Skin. Okay. So initially it was, you know, I was still building my financial planning business while we were doing Nu Skin. And in fact, it was Jackie. Jackie was the one who left her job earlier in the financial sector. She went into the insurance sector also before me, and she gave up her insurance career to join Nu Skin. And so she was the one actually that started it off at the start.
Okay. Jackie, your turn. Tell us something about yourself. I've never heard your story, come to think of it.
I know. I've never heard that story. That is so amazing.
Yeah. Well, my story is not as colorful as his. You know, it's a bit humdrum. So I was in Singapore after I married him, and so I started with the finance industry. You know, just in a bank, doing some paperwork, and after that I left it because the children were growing up, I had 3 children in succession, and then when I started going to school, it became it became very difficult for me to juggle, work as well as the children. So I decided to explore something that would give me flexibility. That's why I did insurance. So I just left work, after 10 years, and then I went into insurance. And I did insurance. I liked being in insurance. Gave me flexibility, as well as it was fairly good income. Actually, I earned a lot more than what I was earning when I
Really?
was, in the banking industry. So I enjoyed that, and at least I wasn't neglecting, and I felt very happy that I was not neglecting the children. Okay, so that was very good. Then when Juron called James about new scheme, I was, he asked me, and he just arrowed me. He said, "You go and listen." and, and I was not very happy because I didn't want to be. I didn't want to. I knew, and he said something like direct selling type, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do direct selling or Tupperware type, um, housewife party
Uh-huh.
and and I also had visions of clinic girls selling cosmetic over the counter type, and I,
Mm.
oh, no, that's not me. I'm not going to do that. It was not, um, it's kind of not high class enough, right? So I had this bad impression of direct selling or MLM, yeah. So he arrowed me, and I went to listen at Junwon's house.
Mm.
Yeah. So I I but I was not very happy. But I went there because, I knew that he had built a nice house, a $3 million house, and I was dying to see it. And I thought, okay, I'll just go and see his house. So that's what attracted me. So the whole night there, I remember I was sitting like this, I'm not going to do this. Um, and but halfway through, when he was talking about the 5 sharing, each person sharing with 5 and a 5, and then more 5s, and then I thought, oh my, I can't, the numbers are getting so big, and I was like, oh, I think I need to think about this. Yeah. So and after that, for 3 days, I couldn't sleep.
Ooh.
Yeah, the numbers just keep on going round in my head. Yeah.
Actually, I asked Jackie to go to the meeting because I was working about 12, 14 hours a day
Ooh.
in my financial planning practice. And I didn't really have time to check this out. But the main reason why she was the most suitable person to go is because she's a skeptic. The year before I recommended some gold scheme to her, and we lost all the money. So she was not quite inclined to believe in
No,
me.
yeah, I vowed not to. Go for these schemes anymore.
But she came back and she
Yeah.
said, "Hey, this is a serious business. You better look into it." So, and then when she said that, I scrambled, put aside some lunch hours. As an insurance person, you only got 5 lunches a week. They're the most precious time. I put
Mm.
aside that time to go and find out about it. And in just a week later, I came back and I said, $1 million a year is a certainty. Let's do it. So that's.
Hmm. Okay, so you started off as sort of skeptical, but then when you heard Junwen's presentation, you changed your mind, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, very good, very good. And now, I notice you have written a book.
Yep.
Hmm? I don't think this is available in Amazon anymore.
No
I
more.
think,
I took it off. Yeah.
yeah, I bought these from Amazon.
Yeah.
I feel I still have a few copies. So. You want
Maybe
some?
we sell it back to him.
No. Whoever wants it, you want some?
Yeah.
It's very interesting. Okay, it tells you why. I think you're very successful in as a financial planner. So I understand you're the #1 person in Singapore, right? There must have, if I remember right, there's even a newspaper column written about you switching from financial planning to new skin. Is that? Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah.
About the book or?
Oh, well, I mean, it's a drastic change, right? From first from civil engineering to financial planning, and then financial planning to new skin MLM. Okay.
Okay. You know, when I just back to that book, I wrote that book only 1 year after. I wrote that book only 1 year after joining New Skin, so I didn't know much, or didn't know hardly anything about network marketing, but you know, I knew a lot about financial planning, and this was a great financial plan. You know, in financial planning, we basically deal with what I call 3 I's. You know, you know, we help people buy insurance. You know, because now you don't have much assets, you need to, something happens to you, you need to have insurance to protect your family. Then the second I is investment, because no one plans for something bad to happen. They want to retire comfortably, and you know, and to retire you need to have an asset in some investments that you can draw down on. And then of course the last bit is inheritance. When we go off, you know, there's usually something left behind, and we want to make sure that's passed on properly to our beneficiaries and our charities. So you know, the 3 I's are insurance, investment, and inheritance. And really, what is in insurance? Insurance is about providing income for the family when you're not around. Investment is about providing income for you when you're retired and you're not working. And inheritance is about providing income for your beneficiaries, for your, you know, for your charities when you're not around. It's all about income. Okay? But as you pointed out earlier, you know, a lot of people can't participate in this because they don't have enough income for a start. And that's where, you know, New Skin is an exceptional financial plan, because it provides the 4th I. It provides income right now. You don't have to wait until something happens to you before you get income. You can get income right now. And this, you know, in situations where people are short of income, you know, when businesses fail or the economy comes to a standstill, you know, income right now makes a huge difference. So actually we came into the business not because we needed the money, but the idea of just $2,000 a month, you know, of leveraged income when we are old. I thought that was a fantastic idea. If we didn't need it, we could always give it away. You know? So that's why we came in. It was more, why not? It just made a lot of sense. You know?
Yeah,
and of course, you know, one great financial planning principle is to follow the smart money. You know, I saw Junwen, my sponsor, Tan Junwen. You know, he was a Singapore government scholar. You know, a very successful stockbroker. His house is not 3 million. You know, it's
the cost of
it's
building
huge. You know,
yeah.
And then Junwen came into the business because he was introduced by Robert Howe. Bob went to Yale University. He's got an MBA from Harvard. At that time, he was president and chief investment officer of AIG in Japan. So these were very, very, you know, eminent people who, you know, and so we basically followed the smart money. Yeah. So a bit about the book. Okay. So the book also was, I didn't set out writing a book. You know, I was involved in a 3-month leadership program, and my coach suggested I create a wow. So the year before, I done a skeleton outline of the book. And when she said, look, you know, there's 1 more month left in this program, why don't you create a wow for yourself? I basically completed the book in 1 month. And I never expected to sell it. In fact, my mentor who suggested writing the book said that he had written several books and, you know, they're all under his bed. He's never get sold. You know? So that's why he said the first thing you need to do is at the back of the book, you've got to have a brief description of yourself. So when you can't sell this book, you know, you just give it away as a name card. I followed all his instructions. But, you know, miracle was that the book's been through 4 reprints. You know.
Wow.
And just 3 months ago, a leader from another direct sales company, a very big direct sales company, he just bought 250 copies. So I'm basically out of books. I need to buy the books back from you.
Yeah.
Well, high price it, right?
How much are they worth to you? Huh?
Wow. Okay. Maybe you need a 5th print now pretty soon when you have enough orders. That's good. That is very good.
Yeah, it's very interesting because when I read the book too about your 3 eyes, you know, by the time you came to the 4th eye, yeah, without the 4th eye, the 3 eyes mean nothing.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, without income, how are you gonna insurance? How are you gonna do investment? How are you gonna give inheritance?
Yeah.
So number 4 eye should be number 1 eye actually. And through this business, you can see that you have additional stream of income.
Yeah.
You know, how much depends on how big an organization you build, right?
Yeah.
So how hard you work to build your organization. So that's very interesting, very interesting. And
actually, I have a lesson from that book, you know, very much related to how people get involved in New Skin. I mean, the lesson from that book is I had a coach who made me do crazy things, you know, and I just went along with it, you know, and who would know that the book would actually turn out to be such a blessing to people. And, you know, same with getting involved in this business. I basically said, oh, why not to Junwen? We didn't think too hard and look at what's happened, you know.
yeah, and now you've been to Malawi.
Yeah.
Right? How was that experience? We have never been there because I have a condition that my doctor won't let me go.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, Malawi almost didn't happen because first of all, we had to pay our whole way there, you know. And
Yes.
there was this string of diseases we could catch, you know. So we're saying, I'm wondering whether it's worth all that, catching all these diseases just to go there. But you know, I checked in with my account manager, and you know, he said go. So we went, and that was the most absolutely. I think that was the biggest blessing that we had, seeing the heart behind the company and the kind of work that we do. You know, it's amazing. So when we came back, we were so we believed so much in the work that we went from asking people to donate 5 bags a month, you know, to getting people to donate, you know, 200 bags, thousands of bags, you know. In fact, that month when the first month we came back, you know, just my little team, we raised something like $500,000 in just 1 month. You know? Yeah. So that was seeing the work of the company, and I understand now why every time we have an event, you know, nourish the children is the first thing they talk about.
Mm-hmm. Well, essentially, just one way how the company lets us give back to society, to give back to help those who cannot help themselves or who need help.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing about this business. You didn't start off thinking that way, but by the time you get to a certain stage, all of a sudden you realize, hey, I'm helping a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not just within New Skin, you know, outside New Skin too. You want to say something?
No. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. Let me see. What else am I going to? Oh, I think you have COVID-19 in Singapore too, right?
Mm.
How has that affected your business?
Well, it's been good for us. You know? There was this big light bulb moment where we realized that there was so much more effective ways to do the business online, social media. I mean, like we're doing now with Zoom. You're an expert in Zoom. So that discovery wouldn't have taken place if we hadn't been forced to sort of reinvent ourselves and find other ways to do the business.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what COVID-19 has done is it's broken these beliefs and habits of physical face-to-face, that we need to be.
Yeah, precisely. Yes, yes.
We've actually been busier than ever and much more efficient and effective. So it's been a good thing. And of course, the way the company itself has performed,
Well,
shows how reliable the company was in the first place, and that when I followed the smart money, Junwen and Bob Howe, when they saw the company, they knew what they were looking at, way back there, 25 years ago. Yeah. And of course, you guys, what, 30 over years?
32.
Yeah, you didn't see that in the company then. I mean, they were so young, but what a great bet you made.
Yeah. And well, because of COVID-19, we're shut in, and she started these Zoom meetings on how to use the spa. And I think Jackie participated in that too, right?
I actually learned it from the Koreans.
Yeah.
The LA, the Korean, there was a lady named Christina. She's a Blue Diamond. Christine Lowe, yeah. And so we went, it was just, maybe we could do it. So we started a little bit. So last week was the third round for the body. Actually, the fourth round from the way in the beginning. So it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's getting to the point that when she does the spa during non-Zoom days, she says, this is too boring, no.
I know, there's like
nobody
nobody to follow. I think it's fun to do it as a team because more synergy, right? It's all doing together. Yeah.
You tend to find excuses not to do it by yourself.
That's true. That's probably the reason.
That, they're all coming together, then you do and the time just passes so fast, when you're doing it, right?
I think you got 80 people now, isn't it? In the morning?
Zoom, yeah. We it's different. So what it is, I kind of start opening to groups that come in, and I would say, come in first, take a look, see if you like it. Then invite 2 people tomorrow. So we got group like that. So there are people who drop out. I found out the users eventually just, they just come, I learned already. I don't need to know it anymore. But the people who wants to do it, they come, and I said, duplicate it. So I know, Malaysia, there's a group that does that. Hong Kong, 2 separate groups are doing it. So they all have their little things going, because over your side, the evening is better for all the ladies. In the morning is actually kind of tough. It's like me getting up in the morning to be a 9 o'clock meeting. Oh my God. Yeah, maybe you guys can start something in Singapore too. Be kind of fun to people get together and do something. 30 minutes, that's it. Well, little yoga afterward. Yeah.
Well, one thing is, I think, James, you led a team to climb some mountain in Malaysia, is it?
Oh no, we some of us do quite a bit of mountain climbing. Yeah.
I know.
Amazing.
You went to Yushan, right, in Taiwan.
Jade Mountain, yeah.
Jade Mountain, yeah. We've never seen Jade Mountain, although we've been in Taiwan many times.
We went to Sun Moon Lake, but not
Jade Mountain.
Yeah.
Yushan is even higher than.
I am not very
outdoor type.
Yes, correct.
For her, camping is the nearest Marriott hotel. Okay.
Holiday is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but right now they are all having problems, I would imagine, to keep up, right, with all the employees and all those rooms available and nobody to stay.
Yeah.
Oh well. So I think I am grateful for this business, I have to say. Yeah. But anyway, stories on them. So how does I'm curious, like, how bad is the COVID in Singapore, and then how do the distributors, the people who love the product, how do you guys get together and do things? Just through Zoom?
Yeah, through Zoom. Yep.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
good.
more effective. You don't have to travel. You don't have to. It's very quick meetings. And more people will join the meetings here.
Not only that, okay, people cannot say, sorry, James, I cannot show up because of traffic jam. You're lying. Don't tell me you cannot get on the telephone.
The good thing we found about Zoom is you can invite someone just 5 minutes before. If they're free, they'll come on board. Whereas you can't do that for a physical meeting.
Yeah.
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 That's
Well,
true. Okay.
Yeah. Well, anyway, okay. You've been in this business since 2001, right? Almost 20 years. What do you find most satisfying about this business? What,
Okay. Okay, I'll answer first, then you can say. Well, I think the most satisfying thing is that I have a choice actually. The business is scalable, so I can choose my stress level. And I say that because I believe we need to have some level of stress in our life. Okay? It's really, really important, especially as we grow older. But I can choose that level of stress. Okay, I can choose who I want as a customer. I can choose who I want as a downline. I've got so much choice. So that's a fantastic thing. And the other thing is that I'm literally earning money globally while I'm sleeping. That's just unimaginable in a traditional business. I all of the good, but none of the bad of running a traditional business. It's a dream business, and the best part of it, to me, it's camouflaged as a shifty, sort of shitty business. So it keeps away my competitors. No one in his right mind will ask to do MLM. Yeah. How about you, dear?
Yeah. Okay, for me, what is satisfying is I know for me, I experienced that freedom as a mother, and I think it's a very precious thing for a mother. Flexible time, and you can earn some money, and also I think that in terms of growth also, and in terms of just learning not to be shy, learning to just open your mouth, learning to like when you think something is good, do you really mean it's good? Because when you say something and you know it's good, it will come across
yes,
through the
very,
way you
very true.
behave, your expression, your words, the excitement, So that is very precious, just helping people to just see that, and for them to the satisfying thing is they are able to experience the same thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same, that when you really, the product you're in love with are the ones you always talk about, and then you use it and you see it, and then you go, oh my God, you use that way. I got to go try that, what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like you said, Jackie, when you try the products, you appreciate the value of the products, and when you tell other people about the products, it comes from here.
Yeah.
Not from a turtle, okay? From your heart.
Yeah.
It comes from your heart, okay? And so just talk. That's the difference. Your facial expression, your body language, everything can tell you, you're genuinely recommending or sharing these products. These products are good for you. Okay, yeah, that makes a big difference as far as I can tell. Yeah, and I think your kids are sort of involved in this too, isn't it?
Oh, one son,
One son, okay.
eldest one. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
See, that's your inheritance, right? Well, one thing that we didn't really realize is you're really changing the lives of not just ourselves. You're changing your family, of course, but you're changing the lives of people who are in your whole group and their children.
Mm.
You know, that makes a big difference. Most people don't realize that.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, they think, oh, I changed my life. Yeah, no. If you build a successful business, it changes a whole lot of others' lives, and all for the good too. You know, it's not just for changing someone's life for the sake of changing.
Mm.
So now, one more interesting question is, what would happen if you didn't run into New Skin?
Okay.
Imagine, you know, at this point, if you didn't have New Skin, you would be still in financial planning.
Okay.
I assume, right? So,
Okay. You know, I just want to catch on your title of the series, Journey to Success. You know, you title this thing Journey to Success. And as I was thinking about it, you know, I know that success means different things to different people. And what I love about New Skin is that this business actually covers a whole wide range of definitions of success. You know, for me, I'm blessed in so many ways on my journey. So it's still a journey to success. Number one, I wouldn't have discovered some of the most amazing people. They're really ordinary people, but totally inspiring humans, you know, with loving hearts and backbones of steel. I think the New Skin distributor leader has really huge resilience and guts, you know. And you know, these incredible human beings are found in the distributor leaders and in the management. You know, I think we have a management that is just, you know, we're just so fortunate to have. And this to me is really valuable because the environment shapes me. So, you know, because I'm in New Skin, I have been in this environment of loving but courageous people. The other thing is, I wouldn't be continually stretching myself, you know, learning new things, being a more effective leader, and being a more humble and kinder person. You know, I think that's changed me. I also wouldn't be as free from financial worries. You know, although it's not all about money, but I can tell you, you know, having to worry about money is not a nice thing. And the last thing is, I don't think I would be as healthy if I hadn't been in New Skin, because we have access to some incredible products, you know, and having access to these products while I was still young is a blessing. You don't want to wait until you're old and you have to reset those old genes, you know. So, you know, that's been a blessing to me.
Mm.
How about you? How would you feel?
Well, if I didn't have New Skin, I think we would not have that peace of mind for our future. I think peace of mind is something that is so intangible and so important, you know, for the future. That means like there's hope for the future. So that and just knowing that in the future also I will be healthy. Like, I mean, it's reverse aging, right? So if I can be like at this age or even feel younger in age, in body, when I am that old, and actually for me, there's a high probability that I will die very old because my father is 93 and he's still active. My mom is 88 and she's still around. My grandmother lived until she was 100, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, the genes are very, you know, long lived.
good genes.
Good genes. Good genes. Wow. Yeah, this is
So
true.
to know that you know, I will be healthy and I can be healthy because of New Skin products. It's amazing. I mean, I wouldn't want to live long without being healthy, definitely, you know. Yeah. So and also being able to do the things that I want to do, and that will cost money, you know. When you're older, you know, definitely when you do things, everything will cost money. Even just, you know, learning how to play a guitar now, you know, I mean, you know, like when you want to learn something, you always have to pay for it, right? So yeah, so all these things, these are some of the things that I know would really I really treasure because I'm doing news because I'm new skin. I can, I know it's gonna happen that way. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess back when you're doing financial planning, that's what you have investments, right? Now giving COVID-19, if you have a portfolio, you start to look at it and go, whoa, what's happening here? Not a good scene. Although I think it's coming back, but still, it's stressful watching the stock market go down like that. And you, especially you're saying that, okay, this is my retirement income.
Yeah.
That's very stressful when you see that and it keeps going down. You don't know when we'll come back. That's another thing.
Yeah. It's a good thing we have. I have to say, I feel like we're very, very fortunate. We're running to New Skin, and did not, I just wanted to look better, less wrinkle, and $2,000 a month, and I'll be happy for the rest of my life. That was my original plan. How did I know? Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
I love it. I have to learn the 3 eyes, the 4 eyes, whatever. Yeah.
see what you have done now, James.
Yeah. I'm not a good book reader. I'm not a book reader. I do better listening or watching a video. I'm better. But if I read it, somehow I fall asleep. So that's why in school I was never really, I was just so person just making it through,
Yeah, it's actually in the picture form.
Yeah. Better in the picture form is good. Yeah.
Well, actually, it shows, a lot of parents put so much emphasis on having the kids being number one in the class.
Yeah.
Especially the Koreans.
Yeah. Does it really matter?
Everyone.
Yeah.
Well, you need to have a good base.
Also, I know that, but it's just too much emphasis on being the first in the class and the tops in the class. Then what? I mean, you come out, find a job, and when the job goes away, then your academic grades won't do you much good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's reality. Seriously.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Now, you got any words of wisdom for newcomers?
Okay. Well, if you're a prospect, I consider you a newcomer. I guess from a financial planner, I would ask you to ask this question: what's the risk of doing versus the risk of not doing? Very easy question to ask. What's the risk of doing versus the risk of not doing? At the worst is you smell better and and the other thing that I wrote in my book was to go as far as you can see, and when you get there you will see further. So you go as far as you can see. If you don't like it, just turn back. But if you like it, just go a little bit further. So the just joining New Skin is not a commitment to buy a franchise. It's like dating. You just go casually, and after a while you discover some of the good things, and then you can talk about being committed. But for those who are starting the business, I would say just follow your upline. Just follow your upline. Because the two most powerful words are follow me. If you follow your upline, you just tell the new people coming, just follow me. And it's a great formula. Have fun in the business. I have uplines that have a lot of fun, and never give up.
Yes.
Never give up.
Yeah.
And Jackie, you want to add to that?
Ask the question. What the question?
No, add to whatever James said.
What's
Never
the
give up,
wisdom?
right?
Never give up.
Never give up.
Get your husband to do the business too. That's a smart move.
That's a smart move.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me see. That's all the questions I have. And you have anything to add?
No. Yeah, this is really good. I gotta go look at the book. Yeah.
Here, lady.
Okay. Good. It's thin enough. I will do it. I will do it, and then interview you again. Ha, ha. That's good.
You know what you can do?
There's quite a lot of pictures in it, so that you like it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you turn it into an audio book? Have you thought of that?
No, not really. We're not in the book business. We're too busy doing new skin.
I know, but you know, if you want to sell more.
No. I think it's, if this is good, maybe not an audio book, but maybe like session, you know, like maybe 4 series session to talk about
Yep.
in your point of view, because that's what you wrote, and you could share with it.
A book club review of, you know,
Not review. It's
That's a
like
good idea.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
so get people to come and
book
listen and
club.
think about
Yeah.
what they want to do, which is perfect.
or think
Wow.
about what new skin can do for them.
Yeah.
You know, the fourth eye, right? The most important eye.
Mm-hmm.
Without that fourth eye, nothing.
Yeah.
The other 3 won't come into the picture.
So, I know I have a new question. So right now in Singapore, what is coming next? A new product? Is the Boost coming, or is the Nutri-Essential coming? Which one? First?
Boost is coming first.
You know, in the US,
Not until next year.
yeah, next January will be Team Elite's first, you know, thing at it. But this year is only Nutri-Essential. So, but we are, you know, the Team Elite trip, we are going to go to Hawaii. I don't know about you guys, how company works, but I think I heard rumors that Australians are going to Hawaii.
Oh, I think, yeah, US, I mean, New Skin West.
Yeah, but the Australia is part of
Well,
the,
I mean,
I don't know.
They are
So-
under,
Yeah.
they're under
Subgroup.
Tyler, so
Yeah.
that's the West. The rest of Asia is in New Skin East. So you guys are in New Skin East.
I don't know. I was thinking otherwise, you know, maybe we could see you guys. But we're running, I think company is doing with a Ruby trip the same time. So it's going to be like a huge group.
Mm.
So
Mm.
yeah, so I don't know when the next time we're going to travel. So let's hope we can travel in October. Let's put it that way. So if that happens, the first thing we'll do is we have to run over to our grandkids to visit them. We miss them. I don't know if they miss us. I don't think they miss us as much as we miss them. Yeah,
You're not grandparents yet, are you?
yeah, they're too young.
Mm.
They're too young.
How old are your grandchildren?
Grandchildren, one is 5, one is 3, and one is
9 months.
9 months right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be grandparents again. We're going to be grandparents again. Our older son, finally, his first one. So they're expecting the baby girl will be due December 17th.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're going to be busy here because he lives closer. The
We don't,
second,
have, we don't have to fly 5 hours to see these guys.
yeah,
So
so we'll
Yeah.
have a new toy coming,
Oh, nice,
a
nice.
light toy. Yeah, so
And
that's good.
our pastor, he's got a grandson, and they just love spending time.
Wait, don't worry, your time will come. You know, our son is 40 plus. So, you know,
well, just
now
give
they're
them,
children.
give them subtle hints, you know. Say, hey, Pat and Margaret's got four grandkids, you know. Wonder how it is to be parents.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know if anybody in the group wants to have any questions. You can ask. I think everybody's happy with what we talk
Someone
about.
raised a hand there.
Somebody raise a hand. How do I do that? I'm
Click on it.
allowed to talk? Do we do that?
Okay. Well,
Allowed to talk? Somebody? Ooh, somebody with no face, with a cat, with green eye. Jill
Jill,
Lim. Jill
Lim.
Lim. Do you want to ask question? We have to unmute
she's
them.
muted, you know.
Unmute. You cannot unmute. Look at that. You cannot unmute.
Muted herself. Oh,
Oh,
no,
it's on. It's on.
Yeah. Okay, Jill, you got a question? Oop,
Hello?
guess
Jill?
not.
I don't have any question. I'm fine. Thanks.
Sure.
Oh, no questions.
She's
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so that's good. Mhm.
Okay.
So,
All right. So I
wow,
will stop the recording.
almost so, okay.
Well,